1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, besties. Welcome back to I Am Besties.
Woo! I'm back, bitches.
Hey, I'm better than motherfucking ever.
That's right. That's right. Honestly, it felt weird last week when I didn't come. I was bummed.
It felt weird you not being here for
Yeah?
sure.
How did it feel like doing your... That was your first one alone, right?
How did it feel? I felt comfortable. Like,
Yeah?
to be honest, yeah. You know, I did have my previous podcast before, but it
even
felt
then
nice.
you had,
but yeah, but it was always with other people. But to
yeah.
be honest, I feel like, you know, just talking a bunch of shit. Like,
Yeah.
isn't that the easiest thing that we could do?
That's true. And honestly, it was a good episode. Because I did the timestamps and I was like, okay. Because that day too, I was like, I'm not going to be on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm trying to wake up and not get on my phone.
Yeah, that's smart.
But Saul had sent me the timestamps. And whenever Saul does that, I try to challenge myself. I'm like, okay, he posts at 8, so I have to get it done before 8 a.m., which means I have to wake up at like 6 a.m. to listen to the episode. So those days, usually I challenge myself to get up early.
Really early?
Yeah, and I had like a cup of tea and it was nice. And I very much enjoyed it.
Dang, waking up early as fuck like that?
Yeah, I'm trying to, but lately my sleep schedule's been a little fucked up.
You're going to sleep really late or what?
I feel like last week, because we had such an eventful week,
yeah.
like by Saturday,
another club.
No, literally by Saturday, I was like, dude, I can't do anything else. Like, I need to sleep. And I think Saturday night, I slept like 13 hours.
I was ready to give you a salud, energy, and focus so you could get some energy and focus.
I feel like that night is the one that fucked me up when we went to the Salud event.
Oh, really?
Because we got home so late.
God, we got home late.
Yeah, that shit was fun.
Salud, ain't no party like a salud party. Period.
No, really. And I feel like that one was the most fun thus far.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's my second one. But yes, I've definitely...
Almost my third one.
hey, I don't want more though. Yeah, I feel like it was so much fun. Like, I just feel like the vibes were great. I feel like we got to... I feel for me, it's my first, you know, my second time there. So some folks I got to like re-meet again. Or not re-meet, chat again.
Yeah.
Yeah, chat with them again and then meet some new people. And
everyone's so nice.
Everyone's
too.
really nice at the events. Yeah.
It's good vibes all the time. And I love it. But this one was just fun because I think everybody was dancing for a long time. Like, I love a party where
dance for. Yeah. And yeah, you're right. The other one, it wasn't like, I think it was more like networking.
Yeah.
And this one was more like, let's party. But I guess when you have a collab with Deorro, what the fuck else can you do but turn up? Like, come on.
He's not here to chit chat. Yeah. He's here to fucking party.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. The besties, we got to meet Deorro. Woo. As a raver at heart. It was a really special experience because I have seen Deorro so many times.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen him I've seen him a lot of times. So I just feel like I already know what TikTok from Deorro said. No shade. But, you know, I really do. Like, it was nice to get to see him.
That is so cool.
Yeah. He was like one of the first Latino DJs. Like, now that I think about it, I'm like, if not the only.
He's the only one I know.
Yeah. He might be the only one I know, too, actually, that I can think of.
Because in Mexico, like, the clubs, like, literally are just him.
Oh, yeah.
So it was cool because, like, it was cool thinking back to when I would just club and now that, like, you know, I get to party in places like that, I was like, okay, like, what the fuck? Yeah, I was hyped. It was fun. And I didn't drink a drop of alcohol, y'all.
Yeah, she's in her sober era.
I'm in my sober era right now.
So I drank everything she didn't.
They give me a drink and I would pass it out.
Yeah, no. And I was like, why the fuck am I drinking so much? Because we had to take our new bestie photos. Wait. Before we begin, we're going to start a new segment because, you know, I feel like we do share a lot besties, but I'm sure y'all want to know what's Gucci with us. So our new segment is going to be called Rose, Bud, and Thorn. Okay. What does that mean? Rose, something that's positive. Bud, fuck, I already lost it. I think Bud is like something that like it's, let me just.
Like you need to work on?
Let me give you guys an opportunity for improvement.
Okay.
And then Thorn is a challenge or something you need support with.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, so my rose, I feel like I have 2 roses.
Okay.
My roses were the Salud party. Like I said, it was a great time. Shout out to Josh. He was awesome at hosting us. He was really sweet. Hey, something coming soon? What? Just kidding. Hey, we're manifesting a collab.
Go comment on his stuff.
Yeah, go comment on La Plática and tell them that
they need to have the besties.
Or they need to be on us.
Yeah.
Or both. And the second one was Danny's party.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was nice to see him. He has a lot of like really great friends that I got to meet, and they were really cool. So
Yeah, my FOMO definitely acted up, but I was also thankful that
you didn't go.
yeah, just because I know, like, I hate being a buzzkill.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
hate being somewhere and not fully wanting to be there because I feel like my energy shows.
Yeah. Or you
Yeah.
could have just smoked and just chilled.
Oh, I'm all paranoid. No, I'm kidding. I was just exhausted because I've been doing 2 workouts a day.
Oh,
And
I
then like
forgot
not
you were doing
really
your things.
sleeping.
Yeah.
So I think it was just more that. It wasn't that I didn't want to go. I was just exhausted.
Yeah. But to be honest, I wasn't even like drunk at all. Like I feel like I've been going to these events and I don't get drunk. Like yeah. No, bitch,
She felt different.
that upsets me. I went to the bar like several times. I had like 5, 6 shots. I had like 3 mixed drinks, and I swear it was good.
Because I feel like at the Salud party, like their drinks are usually like they have Salud in them, so
Yeah.
it's hard to get that fucked up.
Because they're like hydrating.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all hydrating, building your immunity. You're all trying your hardest to get fucked up.
Your body's mega confused.
It's like, no, more energy.
Oh, wait, let's get fucked up. No.
I'm like, just water it down.
Yeah, so I feel like that's part of the reason. But I don't know, because Caesar got fucked up, Hans got fucked up.
Oh my God.
Saul was drunk.
I'm like, do they? No, I feel like I'm like, does Hans drink a lot? I feel like Hans not a big drinker.
I don't know.
No, from what I know,
They were being crazy though. Caesar was acting a little crazy, but I feel like it was like a little niño, like yeah, plácate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snap out of it. Yeah.
I was like, I think I told him, I was like, I'm gonna crash only your side of the car.
He's like, chill, bitch. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. The Salud party was a lot of fun. Okay, so that was my rose.
Yeah.
Do you have a rose?
My rose, I would say, is my niece and my nephew have been here all week.
Mm.
So it's been really nice to have them, and they're like so much fun. So I feel like that would be my rose. But I feel like I have two too, and it's honestly just like all the podcast stuff we've been doing. Like I feel like I've been having a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
So I feel like those would be 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I feel like my bud, an area of improvement. I actually really do want to start. I know I be saying this every single time, but unlike my New Year's resolutions, this year will be straight. But I really want to start being more like active. Like
okay.
for sure. Yeah. Like I paid my 3 months of membership for my cycling shit, and I stopped going the second and third month. To my defense, in May I was only home literally for 11 or 13 days out of the month.
Do the hotels you go to have gyms?
When I was traveling, when I was in DC, I think it did have a gym. Clearly think because I didn't check it out. And then when I went to Palm Springs, yeah, they did have a hotel. But girl, I have like receptions, things like. You know, it's just when I'm at work for like conferences, I do work past 5. I'm working till 8, 9, and then I wake up early.
You know what though? I feel like because you're like trying to get into being active, I feel like you could just take like a 30, 45-minute walk every day, but like an intentional walk. Not like you're walking around like on your phone.
Taking Suki to piss.
Yeah, dally. No. Like literally walking to break a sweat, but not necessarily running. Even if it's on the treadmill. Because then that way your body just starts, like your digestive system, your metabolism just starts to work.
That's what I need to do.
Start up, yeah.
But so that's for real. Like, I feel like.
That's a good one. And eventually you're going to say it enough that you're going to convince your brain to do it.
Oh, I'm on my 27th year of staying at bed. Well, I guess my first 12 years of life didn't really count.
30th is a charm.
Hey. Well, good luck, Charlie. How about you? What's your bud?
My bud, I had it and it slipped my mind.
A room for improvement, or let me see. Let me make sure I'm not fucking capping over here. Such as an idea, or like an idea, something you're looking forward to, or a potential rose. So it doesn't have to be. It could be like an idea, something you're looking forward to, an opportunity, or it could be a rose, but it's not rosy just yet.
No, you know, so weird. When you said it, I had mine, and then like I'm literally trying to remember. Well, I guess I would say. Oh, I'm trying to. I haven't started yet. I'm gonna start tonight.
Okay.
Stay organized, because I can organize, but somehow, some way, everything's turned chaotic again, and I'm like, how do I maintain this? So that's the thing that when I left my room today, I need to text my boyfriend and be like, sorry about what you're about to witness.
Wait, I'm in my room right now.
No, literally, I'm like, ew, like, why the fuck have these things just stay in place? Like, what's wrong with me? So I'm going to start focusing a little bit more on where my mess starts, like, begins to start. and then be like, okay, don't do that shit no more.
Girl.
Yeah, that's my bud.
I want to steal yours, but I'm like, well, they're both equally unrealistic for me, I guess. Because I literally just cleaned my room. But you saw my room. I just have so many other people's things in there.
Right.
No, but I'm actually getting like a storage box to put some of my sweaters and like my winter
like your winter
away.
clothes.
So I could start hanging my other clothes. So, because I feel like for me, the mess is I don't have the space for it. And so I feel like when I get ready.
Like vacuum seal bags.
I know, but what if I need a shirt in there?
No, but like for like your sweaters.
Oh, my winter stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
That way you don't have, like, it's still compressed and able to be stored away easily.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll text Brian right now and go.
Yeah. I travel with those actually.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, because for my shirts at least, like they're just so easy to flatten and it gives me so much more space.
Do I need to buy a vacuum?
No, not the ones. The ones I got on Amazon, you like roll them and like just shove all the air out.
Oh.
10 out of 10, y'all.
Shout out to manual technologies. You don't need a USB cord or something to charge.
Yeah, or carry a fucking vacuum with you.
No. Yeah, who the fuck has a vacuum these days?
Okay, Thorn. Okay. That's the last one?
Thorn.
What is that one?
Like something bad, or I'm gonna know these by the next time, guys. A challenge you experienced or something you need support with. So I for sure have my Thorn. So a challenge I've experienced. So as you guys know, I work in policy, and something that has been making me rip my fucking hair out has been this bill that we're trying to pass. I thought it was going so great. I was like, oh, we haven't had opposition. We haven't had like, no formal like roadblock to this. It's passing. And suddenly the biggest roadblock I face, I'm fighting with the state agency. I don't want to list which one on a bill. And it's literally to the finish line, like at the point where it just needs to be. This one does have a funny component because we have a pilot attached to it, but it has but the challenge is like with the state agency because they don't like our pilot program. But the senator that we're writing the bill with really wants the pilot program. We actually had taken it out, and then he requested we put it back in. And now I'm just like, because I'm like, what does this mean for my bill? I would hate for all of our hard work to come at the end because the state agency is like objecting to this bill. They're like, a lot of the things that we're doing, the bill wants to do, it's duplicative of efforts. I'm like, okay, we're codifying it so that you don't have, it's no longer a policy, but it's a law that all student, I don't want to give too many details till it passes. So that's my biggest thing right now, where I'm just like really nervous that we've literally flown under the radar just for this to be our final.
And how, like, what are the chances you think of it getting
So
passed?
we spoke to the governor's office, like, in regards to funding for the program, and they all kind of said the same thing, like, you should just remove the pilot program. It's just, the state is facing.
That's the only, like, thing that's holding you guys back.
I would say that's our biggest challenge, for sure. Because I think currently in California, there's like a $27 billion deficit, which means we don't have $27 billion in our economy. It's like when you owe somebody, and like they're like, oh, actually you owe me $27 billion. So in order to recoup that, you have to cut a lot of funding so that you can instead pay your debts. And so we're asking for something very marginal, only $940,000, which is a drop in the bucket when you think about California's budget. But when you're facing $27 billion that you don't have, that $1 million, like every penny counts. Yeah. And so what's the probability? I right now, I really don't know. Like, I really don't know. I'm really hoping that we can find like a common ground with the state agency so that they don't oppose my bill and that the governor doesn't veto it either.
Whenever I think, like, when you talk about numbers like that, my brain literally, I feel like, wants to explode.
No, literally, I'm like, what is $27 billion?
Like, we're literally a state, a tiny speck on the planet.
Hey, and fifth largest economy in the world, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, it's still like we're somehow, to these imaginary people with this imaginary money, we owe $27 billion.
Yeah. I mean, money really is a social construct, but that could be for another day.
True believer.
Yeah. Okay. What's your thorn?
My thorn. Let me see. This week specifically, I don't feel like I have one.
I love that. Hey, and that could be that.
Yeah, I think this week, like, everything went pretty well. Other than like regular like challenges, you know what I mean, that are like, okay, whatever. But like as far as my life and how I've been feeling, I've been feeling like pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think I have a thorn. If anything, it's that my niece and my nephew are leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that makes me very, very sad.
That's a thorn too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
because they're your peak too.
Yeah, they're the best. Ah, I love them. So that makes me pretty sad. I guess my thorn is learning stuff that send me into an insane state of like panic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then not really knowing where to start on how to, one, calm myself, and two, try and help this cause. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to learn how to be more proactive.
Yeah. What has caused you an existential panic?
You, damn it.
I can't help it. Sorry, guys.
Yes. You know what?
The name is fitting.
Yeah.
Hey, in 5th grade,
your mom knew exactly what she was doing.
Exactly. All I'm going to say is in 5th grade, I did win class president. And my slogan was, vote for ISIS or there'll be a crisis. So
okay, love.
Threatening wins.
That is such a good slogan. I love it. Yeah. ISIS sends me stuff that I look into and then it just makes me sad. But I will say, she sent me something about what did you send me?
Oh, about the Project 2025?
Yeah, about Project 2025. And what I took from it, well, obviously I learned and I panicked, and as you know, one does.
Yeah.
But it also made me...
Understandably so.
Yes. It motivated me to look into going back to school because I feel like I want to be very educated, to have arguments in a more educated manner.
Hey, you read a lot of books. I feel like you could structure your arguments through books,
for sure. But I think I just want to be more knowing of everything that's going on and have a little bit more understanding of it, not just like the
surface level.
Yeah, the surface level of it.
Yeah, good. I feel like that's really important. You know, Project 2025, I've been doing a lot more research.
Yeah.
And boy, are we in a fucking panic. Let's just say I've never watched Handmaid's Tale, but
yeah,
I've seen excerpts.
And I've seen TikTok
clips and I've heard, bypassing of people. And we should all be absolutely terrified of what's in Project 2025. So if you don't know what's Project 2025, I did take some notes because education is key and you can absolutely reference everything that I state. If you Google Project 2025, it's based by the Heritage Foundation. And so if you're asking, okay, I says, well, why should I care about what's the Heritage Foundation? And I just want a disclaimer. When we're talking about, these platforms or ideologies, it's not to necessarily sway you to vote for a candidate. It's to inform you about what are the platforms that are going to be best serving your interests depending on who you are and what you care for. Personally, me, I'm a feminist and, I'm a woman. I'm Latina. I'm a first generation college educated in my family, bilingual speaker. I mean, there's a lot of things that we intersect and that intersect beyond my race and gender. But those are things that I think really help define what I care about and what I believe in. And so Project 2025. So this came from the Heritage Foundation, which is one of the most influential right-wing conservative think tanks. So this 2025 guide is a policy paper designed to guide a possible second Trump presidency or really any Republican candidate, I do want to quote that the founder, or not the founder, but the current president of the Heritage Foundation did say to the LA Times that essentially this was creating a policy agenda based on Trumpism. And so, again, though this is not specific to Trump, because it could be whatever Republican candidate is, it's been specialized to align with the policies from the former 45th president.
Mind you, this policy is almost 1,000 pages long.
Yeah, 920 to be exact.
Yeah, like it's not some little fucking folder.
Pamphlet.
This is a whole Stephen King novel.
Stephen King, oh my God, novel. Literally, it is insane. And The reason why I prefaced with all these identifiers in terms of who I am is because that is really what's at risk. So I'm gonna go in details, very high level overview, but I actually really want to encourage you guys to skim through this, to look through videos of this. They themselves, they are actively promoting this, and they believe that this is the best way to conserve America and to build the conservative America that, they want. And so really kind of high level things, it aims to do 4 things for America. The first is restore the family as the centerpiece of American life. And that is under very heteronormative cisgender stereotypes, right? So very much biological mother, biological father, child, the nucleus. So restoring the nucleus, right? Which is not inherently a negative thing, right? Like there's nothing wrong with wanting to say, let's build the family story. When you get into details, that's the issue. So the second is dismantle the administrative state. So if you're not familiar with Republican platforms, they believe that the federal government, right, nationally, they should have less ability to enforce or guide policies across the nation. Instead, they believe it should be states' rights. And we had states' rights back in the day. And if you think back, okay, what's the time we had states' rights? Oh, enslavement. Anyways, so you can read more about that in the Civil War if you had a history class like in 4th, 5th grade. There's a reason why there's federal policies and state. And although we do have states' rights, right? Like that's why in California you can get an abortion or, you can smoke weed, right? Okay. Third thing, defend the national sovereignty and borders. Again, I can go into detail later. And the fourth, secure God-given individual rights to live freely. And I want to echo God-given individual rights to live freely, right? So what does that mean? That we're going to be living under a very Christian agenda. So this is, again, if you guys don't know, the United States was formed on the basis that you have the freedom to assembly, freedom to elect your religion or lack thereof. And so this is already going against the Constitution, but I'm going to stop there, right? And so very high level, if you're thinking, what was it? What was our segment going to be called?
¿Qué está pasando?
¿Qué está pasando?
¿Qué está pasando?
¿Qué está pasando? Because we need to know.
No, really. You guys need to know. And it really is like a 15-minute video on YouTube.
Yes.
Like all you need to just a 5-minute video on just Project 2025, just type it in. It is horrific and it's so scary everything they want to do because it's those things where like it's like literally like that sound on TikTok. The government wouldn't do that. Yes, they would.
Yes, they would.
And they want to and they will because they know that nobody's paying attention. Because it's like how you were saying, it's not necessarily about Trump or Biden. It's just more of the people that the president leaves behind. Those are the people making all the decisions. And if it doesn't matter who's in office now, because like, look at the Supreme Court, like it's something so simple that requires maybe 5 minutes of your attention that is just going to get you thinking a little bit and think just maybe I could just vote because it literally takes less than 10 minutes to turn in your fucking envelope. You can send it through mail. Like there's infinite ways to make a change, even if you feel like maybe it will, maybe it won't, but maybe it will. I feel like that mentality of like, well, it's not going to change anything, but what if it does?
You guys, absolutely it does. I mean, we're reading basically a right-wing manifesto that Trump or whoever's a Republican candidate is going to be intentional about implementing. And so I want to go back to kind of very high level things that they list out that they are set to do day one. So the first is they want the federal bureaucracy to be under a unitary executive theory. Now, what is a unitary executive theory, you might be asking? So essentially what they want is they want the president to be able to authorize or create like an agenda, and every agency, every, everything under the federal government needs to align with the president. So if the president says, I want to ban contraceptives, which is actually one of the pages on the 2025, they want to make contraceptives illegal. So not only now as women do we not have the right to choose what we do with our bodies, they want to prevent and outright prohibit the use of contraceptives to prevent pregnancies. So no birth control, no Plan Bs, no day after pills, nothing. That is part of this agenda, right? And so in order for a president to do this, what does he must do? He must go through Congress, right? So a senator or a Congress member must go say, I have this idea. It goes through the ledge process, and then ultimately the president signs it. What he'd rather do is call up, I want to outright ban contraceptives. Boom. All the state agencies will get together so that they can fall in line with that. Not only does he want the president to essentially be an authoritative like regimen where we listen to him, he wants to change job protections for thousands of government employees, and he wants to replace them with political appointees. So you might be wondering, okay, why is it bad that a president wants to come in and create, wants certain jobs to be political appointments? Why would you want to purposely get rid of tens of thousands of federal jobs for Americans? Oh, because again, you want to appoint people who are loyal to the conservative and Project 2025 agenda and are going to fall in line and allow you to streamline policies that will then go under whatever you want with no supervision, lacks of checks and balances, and total authority. That is the antithesis of what democracy is. Like, we are maybe not a direct democracy, but we are like a republic. What is it? Republic representative, where we vote for people who then vote. But a president should not have the authority to absolutely appoint anyone in just federal government roles, because we should have experts, people who know, or they're just fulfilling the policies in line rather than appointments.
Right.
Do you have one that scared you?
That scared me. I mean, that one, obviously, I saw that they're gonna ban language books, all like everything.
Yeah, they want to get rid of DEI.
Yeah.
Get rid of gender.
No talk of gender at all.
No talk of gender. They hate the gays and the queers and LGBTQ. They said they want, that's part of the restoring the American life.
That to me was what takes me aback. It's just, even I remember learning about like manifest destiny, and I remember not necessarily believing it, but always questioning it. Like, that's so crazy how an angel just appears to random people, and then like it never really made sense to me, and it blows my mind that as we grow older, like if me as an 8-year-old could question an angel appearing to me, because I wanted to see ghosts and people told me, well, you can't see ghosts, so then why would an angel appear to some random person? I can question that as an 8-year-old. You can't question that as a full-grown educated human being.
Right.
Like just flip. Like, I feel like what scares me is that I can't really believe that people genuinely, truly, wholeheartedly believe these things that they're saying and these things that they want to do, and somehow try to find a justification for it.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, another thing they wanted to do is totally defund the education. They want to defund hospitals. So they will defund hospitals if they provide abortion services or mother life-saving services, because oftentimes abortions that are done in late terms are a result of choosing to, electing to save the mother's life because her life is at risk, right? So hospitals will lose out on money that they actually want to prohibit medical institutions from providing knowledge on how to perform abortions. And they want the United States Department of Education to be totally dissolved.
They want like the FDA, all the things that can tell you that's toxic,
FBI.
All those things that help you like live a normal life, like know which water to drink, know which products are good for you, know which ones are. They want to appoint a judge to make those decisions, which is literally, that's what I mean.
Insane.
Like the fact that someone's job is.
And by the way, sorry, but they did do that. They overturned Chevron, which is a policy about. We'll stop there, but I just want to. They recently did do
They
that.
did it already?
They did it already.
No
yeah.
way.
The Supreme Court that was were the three recent. Well, not the three recent ones, but besides the most recent one, which was KBG, I believe is her name. But the former three, Brett Kavanaugh, ACB, Amy Coney Barrett, I think, and then Alito were all appointed by Trump. So they are now their conservative majority, and they overturned a law that was set in precedent for over 40 years that says the EPA can create regulations based on science-based, right? Subject matter expertise, direction. And they said no, that the courts are going to do that. So they already did that. Check.
There you go.
That was last week.
There you go.
That was last week.
That's the one you sent me.
Oh yeah, that's the one I sent.
Yeah, that's the one that sent me down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Well, if you need any information, please ask Ice, because she has lots of it. And it's one of those things where it's like, that doesn't hurt to ask. It literally doesn't hurt to look up and ask Google, ask AI, ask whoever the fuck you want to ask, but at least ask. Yeah. At least question what is happening. You don't have to do anything, but you can start a conversation.
Right. Absolutely. I think that's what it is. I do want to alarm people. You know, we do want to alarm people because we're scared. I mean, I'm genuinely terrified. You know, when I did take a look at I don't want to be too specific on the candidates, but it was disheartening to look at that stage and to feel that my values or what I think moderate American values are not reflected on that stage. And you feel like, fuck, who am I choosing? Am I choosing this dementia president that you believe is not moving mountains? Or do I elect the guy who says he's going to make America great and create less policies, less regulation, less taxes? But we need to be specific and ask questions. Who are these people that are going to benefit from a system with less taxes? Yeah. I can tell you right now, it's not going to be you that's watching. If you're not making over $400,000 or $1 million, if you're not the top 2% of earners, which there's a reason why there's only 2% of earners, right? So you're not those people. You're being harmed by these taxes. Trump did impose a tax back in 2017 that would continue that would sunset until 2027, that taxes the poorest people the most in order to supplement the taxes that the richest people don't pay. So everyone else is getting taxed more, but the higher you go in tax bracket, you get taxed less. So yeah, it's good for you if you're making a lot of money. I have to say, it is better for someone like me than it is for someone who's at the lowest tax bracket. I'm getting taxed less. Is that a benefit to me? Individually, yes. Is that a benefit to the collective that the poorest people pay more taxes? No, because that means more people are going to rely on social welfare programs. They're going to rely on Section 8. They're going to rely on, housing vouchers, SNAP, which I'm sorry, I'm also not against. If you are paying taxes and you fall within the threshold of what makes you income eligible to receive these benefits, you should absolutely receive these benefits. These benefits only cost us $50 each in our taxes. Meanwhile, half of our taxes are going to fund wars across the nation. I don't care if a single mother needs a place to live and that requires me to pay $50 more in my taxes. Already 700 plus of my biweekly or monthly taxes go to help fund wars. Republicans want to cut our Social Security. That's one of their number one goals. What does that mean? That all the hard work that you're paying into, all that OT, all the work that your mom did, it's going to run out in 10 years. In 10 years, they're going to slash Social Security benefits in half. And now the Supreme Court ruled that being homeless is a crime. So now Social Security benefits are going to be slashed in half.
I forgot about that. There's just so much. Like, there's so much in it that if you, you can learn one thing, you can take away one thing. And even just from this, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's awesome. Like, it's, whenever someone asks me about you, I'm like, she's someone you can learn so much from.
Thank you. It's sad though.
Yeah.
I wish I was giving you guys better news.
And it's a burden people don't want to carry, like, people don't want to think about sad shit.
Yeah.
People don't want to think about how, they're stripping their rights from them. Like they're just,
Mm-hmm.
and there's endless distractions right now.
Mm-hmm. And when you think about it, why do they need more people? Why do they want to criminalize homelessness? Because there's a prison to school pipeline, because there's for-profit prisons. I mean, I could go more into the depth in another episode. I don't want to be too much of a downer, but everything is literally interconnected.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. Why would the Supreme Court rule constitutionally that it is a crime to be homeless? So if it is a crime to be homeless constitutionally, isn't it the right of the nation to house you? If it's unconstitutional to be homeless, then isn't it the right of the nation to house you?
Yeah.
If that's unconstitutional. So where's the funding for the programs to house these people who are homeless? Half of homeless youth are foster students, are foster kids. So that means they're not criminals, they're not drug addicts, they're not hobos. They're foster students who did not have families that support them. And now you want to cut contraceptives. You want to cut the ability to have an abortion so we can have more kids who are homeless on the streets so that they're providing labor to these for-profit prisons. I don't know. I do think that that's problematic.
Yeah. And worth thinking about.
And worth considering. I don't like either candidate. I need to be clear. I don't like either candidate. But I'm here for the long haul. I'm thinking about those foster youth who once they age out of the system and they don't have any more care that's subsidized, where are they going to go? Because they're going to go to prison? Because they can't afford a house?
Yeah.
Cost of living is increasing. Inflation is increasing. And that's due to corporate greed.
And wages are the same. Damn. I'm not gonna smoke tonight. No.
I'm like, you might need to light one.
No,
for that.
I do. Like, I'm telling you, like, once you hit the rabbit hole, it's hard to not think about it.
It's really hard. Yeah. It's hard. And I feel it too, because I'm also like, is that the answer, to vote for one of these people? But I feel like, well, what is it? We're in a 2-party system. Mm-hmm. We have an electoral college. I don't really vote for Biden. The vote gets taken to them and then it gets there, I don't know, besties. What do you guys think? Are you guys scared about Project 2025? Are we terrifying you? Drop down below in your comments. If you went to the website and you looked up something new, we need to inform our besties, because we could all be better people.
Yeah. And I think it's important to like, if you learn something, to share it with someone else. Mm-hmm. So tell your mom, tell your friends, tell people who don't normally vote, just to vote. Mm-hmm. Just to send them a video, because I know you guys can watch it. I know TikTok has 2-minute videos. Yeah. 1-minute videos.
Hey. Si requieren que yo hable en español para traducir toda la información necesaria para que sus familias entiendan, let me know.
There we go.
Yeah. But speaking about helping people and uplifting them, one video that literally brought me to tears on Sunday morning was seeing Miss Nicaragua go to the Philippines and get her warm welcoming celebration. Did you see that?
I didn't see it.
It literally brought me to tears. So Miss Nicaragua, unfortunately, Nicaragua they have their own dictatorship right now, but Miss Nicaragua was the first Central American ever in the history of Miss Universe to win. And she's prohibited from going back to her country. Her family, they have sanctions on them. They're banned from coming. Everyone that had something to do with the Miss Nicaragua winning is totally banned, because there's a dictatorship and they believe that she was a symbol of hope and that threatens the regime. Mm-hmm. And so they've totally banned her. And so the Philippines, when she got there, they had a whole barricade, they had a parade. And then there's this video of like a Filipino, they're saying he potentially might be Nicaraguense, who brought her a Nicaraguan flag, and when she got it, she like burst into tears and was just crying.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I want to say shout out to all the Filipinos. I don't know if y'all be watching, but shout out to all the Filipinos. Yeah, like shout out to Burman Rock. Like, I thought that was so beautiful, because there's 2 distinct races, Latinos, Asians, and although we have like, history that's very similar, right? Thinking about colonialism. It's so amazing, and I was in tears, like, just to see how she just like fell apart when she saw her flag, because I think it was probably a reminder of like, this is my new home now. Yeah. And she lost.
But it's also, I also feel like she felt the overwhelming like love, which is like
Yes.
so bittersweet of like I can never go home, but look at how much love I'm receiving here.
Literally,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, that is so sweet.
Yeah, it really made me cry. Like I just, my heart goes out to her. Shout out to Miss Nicaragua. She's gorgeous. She's amazing. Beauty and brains. Shout out to the first Central American for winning. It was definitely a moment for all of Central America. All of Central America, I feel.
Where it's like in Miss Congeniality.
Yeah.
Describe your perfect day. It's like
What'd
April
you say?
25th. Because it's not too cold and not too hot. All you
Hey.
need is a light sweater.
Hey, you know what? She was right about that.
Bro, honestly, every April 25th, I'm like, how's the weather today? Do I need a light sweater?
Has it been great?
Yeah, actually. Light sweater it is, actually.
Hey, she might have been onto something.
Oh my God. Oh, that is so sweet. I want to watch it. I love watching videos that make me cry. Lately on TikTok, everyone keeps posting their fucking rescue dogs.
Oh,
And I'm like, this is so beautiful.
I get it, yeah.
I fucking buy all my dogs.
Yeah. I'm like, Brian did purchase hers, but she came from a household,
Well,
not a breeder's.
what? Well, okay. Well, I bought my golden boy, but he wasn't from a breeder. Somebody had puppies.
Yeah.
And they were selling them on eBay because they couldn't keep them. And then Gami, my little pom, she was a gift.
Okay, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't count. Dory is also not from a breeder. She's from a friend from high school.
Dory is
My
the
little
cock?
cocker spaniel,
Okay.
yeah.
Not
the
the
cock.
cock.
And then my other golden, she was not originally supposed to be mine. I just couldn't find a home for her, so I kept her.
No.
So they're not technically like, I'm not like dropping
Money on them?
money, like insane money on them. They're like, they cost as much as a fucking bird.
Birds cost a lot of money.
Yeah, low key. Birds are like, I want one for my birthday. They're like $800.
Yeah, I want to get my mom a parrot so bad.
Oh my God, they're so much fun.
Yeah, well, we used to have one for like almost 20 years. My mom had one, Juventino.
Oh my God, that is such a good name for a parrot.
That's such a parrot name, Juventino.
That is.
Yeah, like you got to give it like some señor.
What kind
like,
of parrot was it?
It was, what kind of parrots are there?
I don't know, the green ones. And
It was
shit.
like, it was green and then it had like blue, pink, yellow, red, like right
Oh my
here.
God.
Yeah, he was mean as fuck. He was every bit of a Juventino.
Was he like a big parrot? Like how big was he?
He was like, yeah.
Like a macaw? Was he? He wasn't a macaw.
No, not a macaw. Not
Okay,
a macaw.
parrot,
Just like
parrot.
a regular parrot. Like had a colorful black
Did he
beak.
love your mom?
He loved the fuck out of my mom. Hated my mom, my grandma. Hated everybody else.
That makes sense. That's usually how parrots are.
I'm like, motherfucker. Like I would get him. Like I'd be like, and I'd scratch him, and then like he'd go like this, and like his hair would like it would go up.
Yeah.
And then like just when I thought I got him, he go and he tried to bite me with his fucking beak with his bitch ass.
God.
So I'm like, I could never like. So I had to always pet him with a pen because I couldn't trust him.
It's because they love their owner. Like birds love. They grow up very strong. I think like birds and horses have like the strongest attachment to their
really?
owners.
Damn.
So he probably just loved your mom
Oh.
and your grandma.
Oh, I guess that little heart only has room for two.
Yeah, sorry. That's why I love birds, because I'm like, pick me, like
Love me.
love me.
Pick me.
Only
choose
me. Yeah, I had a bird and he died of a broken heart once. Because he was mine and my uncle's bird, and fucking bitch ass government took my uncle's visa. Mind you, he was like 68 years old.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they took it because he got cancer and he got help from the government and all that.
Oh my
That's
God.
another sad story. But anyways, and the day, because, okay, so here's what happened. He was flying over here and he flew into LAX, but he had already gotten the help.
Mm-hmm.
So in LAX, they took like his visa, but they kept him for like with no food or water for like 11 hours. Mind you, like my uncle has literally fucking cancer. He's an old ass man. And so my mom, when they finally called us, my mom, like obviously they put it on speaker. My mom was fucking pissed. She was like, I'm going to sue all those motherfuckers, blah, blah, blah. And they ended up giving him a permit to the end of the year to like stay here. So he stayed here in December until the 31st till his like permit was up, and I was in Mexico. And the day he was going back to Mexico, I was coming back home. And my bird in the morning, he just like once they dropped him off, my aunt went back home and my bird was like dead. And I think he was sad because he knew that like my uncle wasn't going back, because literally my cousins, because I leave my birds out when I have birds, and literally my cousins were like with my uncles, obviously because they weren't going to see him anymore. They were like with them all night, and like in the morning they were there, and like the bird was fine. And then they like drop my uncle off at the airport. And when she comes back, like my bird's dead and shit. And it's so funny because my niece had just been born. So they gave her to me. And then they're like, hey, your bird died. So I wouldn't like panic. Cry. And I'm just like holding my niece like, yeah, it was sad. Way. Yeah,
your uncle's crazy for really leaving. I would have just gone to someone else's house.
Well, okay, so here's some bullshit if you guys want more bullshit on the government. So he got diagnosed. He has like a blood like a cancer in your blood. It comes from your bone marrow. And he was in Arrowhead, and he got pretty much as much treatment as they could give him, and they wanted to give him another one at, I can't remember what fucking bitch ass hospital. And they told him, they're like, we can't give you any treatment because you don't have papers. Like, literally. And so he got very, like, sad because there's nothing more that the hospital can do for you. Here's, like, this very high tech. And he had, like, his insurance. Like, we got help from the government and all that. And he had, like, his insurance that would cover anything. But the doctor literally was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And so he tenía como pendientes en Mexico that he didn't want to leave unsettled over there. And we told him, we were like, please don't go. Like, we don't know what's going to happen, you know. And so he left. And when he came back, they took his papers. Mind you, he's had his visa for like fucking 30 years.
Wow.
But he told me that was I will say though, they had told my uncle he had 2 months to live and he's going on like 4 or 5 years.
Hey.
Yeah. And he I think
fuck the United States.
Not for real, because they gave him like a 5-year punishment, and this time that I saw in Mexico, he's like, I can apply for my visa again next year. And I was like, oh cool.
Okay, that's good that they only give him 5 years.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know if he can't travel anymore, but
he still wants to have the option to.
I know. I love my uncle. I was just thinking in the shower that I wish there was like an uncle, like an uncle's day and an aunt's day.
I'm sure there is. Are you serious? There's a fucking day for pancakes. You think they're not gonna have a day for fucking uncles and aunts?
Yeah, but I wish it was like as big as like
celebrated, like Dia de los Niños.
Yeah. Or so like Father's Day. I know. I just love my uncle so much, and I love being an aunt. So I kind of selfishly I want a day.
I deserve my day too.
Like what if my niece and my nephew want to celebrate me when I'm older and they don't have a day for it?
So just put one day of the year and teach them from now on that this day is the day you celebrate friends. So you gotta condition them.
That's true. No, but I would love for everyone nationally to celebrate like a good uncle and aunt.
Drop a date, besties, that you think would be the best aunt and uncle date. Preferably aunts, but we're not precluding uncles. So let us know when should be the aunts and aunts day. Aunts and uncles day. Aunts and uncles. Aunts and uncles. Sorry.
Aunts. What do you say?
I say aunts.
Yeah.
Aunt.
My aunt.
Aunt.
That just sounds weird.
Aunts. My auntie.
My auntie.
But you know what? I'll say auntie, not auntie.
Auntie.
Oh, actually, my sister, when she makes all my nieces call her auntie.
Really? I'm being her. I'm like, well, I only have my niece. Like my brother's daughter, I don't like when she calls me tia, like, because she calls me Nina, because I'm her godmother. And then my cousin's children, they call me tia, but I love when they call me tia.
Yeah, they call me tia too.
Yeah, tia's cuter than aunt.
Yeah, that I'm not. I'm just
Auntie Steph. Ugh.
Everyone calls me tia Sisi. I'm like, yes.
Oh my god, do you have a lot of nieces and nephews?
I do. I have. One of my sisters has a bunch of kids. She has 4 kids. One of my sisters has 3 kids. One of my other sisters has 1 kid.
Damn, you do have a lot.
I do have a lot, yeah.
Do you love them all the same?
Yes.
No.
Do I have favorites? I feel like I have. Yeah, I do have favorites. I do. I'm not gonna disclose here, but I do have favorites. I just feel like, okay, well, you only have what, 1 niece, 1 nephew now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You're not gonna have to fight with them.
I know. But I can admit that like aunts and uncles have favorite, because I'm my uncle's favorite.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was one of my aunt's favorites, that she would like ask everyone who was her favorite aunt.
Oh.
Shout out to my tia Iris. She said she'd be listening to the pod sometimes. And
okay, tia Iris.
Shout out to my tia. She swore. She's like, yo soy tu tia favorita, ¿verdad? So she trained me. I'm like, yeah, tia.
No, but that makes sense, because like if my niece ever came up to me and told me that like she had another like favorite tia, I'd literally.
Oh, my nieces tell me that all the time.
Yeah, but you have multiple.
Yeah, they all my sister trained them. fucking bitch.
Oh.
So they all say their favorite aunt is like Tia Mailita.
Oh.
And I'm like, that's your favorite tia? I'm like, does she do this and this and this for you? I'm your tia, all because of a fucking $1. That's how you know they're the hoes cheap. Like, I need to teach my nieces to get their like bag
their
up.
money up.
But literally with $1, my niece has like bribed them their whole entire lives to be. So she swears she's her favorite, but I know one of my nieces, I'm her favorite, and she always says that.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah, my other niece, she be playing with. She likes to like purposely tell me I'm not her favorite though.
Wait, your niece, the one that had the pink dress at your party?
Oh, the one that was at my birthday party?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my niece, Mally.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was dope.
She's the one who tells me my other sister's her favorite.
Oh, okay,
But she likes to, I feel like she likes to do that. I'm telling you on purpose. She's like, oh, she's my favorite auntie. She has like the perfect little dimples.
Yeah, she's so beautiful. She was so good. I mean, to be fair, your family's fucking stunning.
Thank you.
Yeah, but she was really cool. I remember her from your party.
Yeah, so she always.
Is she your eldest?
No, my eldest is Bella, and Bella's like 21 years old. She's like,
damn.
Yeah, she asked me, she's my favorite. Yes, Bella, you're my favorite niece. If you're watching this, my other ones. Yeah, so I have a bunch. But Bella's, I consider her more like my sister niece because we're only like,
you guys are too close.
Yeah,
in
like
age.
5-6 years in age.
Oh, that's true.
So she doesn't call me aunt, which I wish she did call me tia.
Yeah.
But like I was gonna be 9 being called a tia.
Bro, that's my mom. She has like nieces and nephews that are older than her, and they call her tia.
Really? So I used to. All right, Bella. Yeah. Learn now. But you know what's so funny? When she was little, I would be like, if you want to ask me for something, what's my name? Tia Isis Queen, the most beautiful in the world. And on one of my photos, if you guys go back, she comments like Queen Isis Tia the Love. And I was like, training works.
Do Hondurans do Domingos? Do you know what that is?
No, what's that?
Domingos, it's like well, I don't know if everybody does it, but with Mexicans, like a tus tios o a tus padrinos les pides un domingo, so they have to give you. It's essentially an allowance. And it's every Sunday, like te daban like, oh, ya le pediste.
You got that?
No, because my padrinos did not give a one fuck about me. But like it was like a thing where it was like, oh, es just mi tío. Ah, pues dame mi domingo. Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah, and so like my cousin grew up with my mom, so they're like sisters. So her son is my age. Mm-hmm. But like always, I would always be like, sabes que soy tu tía, me tienes que respetar. And he'd be like, okay, pues dame mi domingo. Oh. I would be like, oh, te voy a cobrar todos los domingos de toda mi vida, entonces, like stuff like that.
Oh,
that's so funny.
God.
Have you guys ever done that? If your family does that, let me know, because I think that I always thought that shit was cute. Like, I wish my padrinos loved me so I could ask them motherfuckers, but they don't.
Hey, Mexicans were onto something with that domingo, though.
Yeah.
That's a smart idea.
It was cute. It was just like a way to interact with your uncles and your padrinos and stuff.
Domingo. I cough it up.
Yeah. And when I was little, like, when we would go to Mexico, back before Wi-Fi and shit, they were the cibers, the cibernéticos.
Oh my God.
And I would be like, me das mi domingo, so I could go to the ciber for like an hour. And it was like a 10 pesos an hour.
Oh my, you just totally unlocked a memory. I forgot that in Honduras they have that too. They have like like cyber places, or there'll be a whole bunch of computers, and you can at the time you could be like on MySpace.
Yes! I am and shit.
I am, yeah. Oh my God.
I literally would talk to my cousin like one computer over. Like I'd be IMing her and I'd be like, oh my God, like we're on the internet.
Oh my God, that shit is so crazy. Bring them back, because now everyone just be watching other people be on the internet.
No, for real. I literally love that I hate the internet now, but like I love that I saw the progression of the internet, and I like kind of lived through every era of it. Like when I was in kindergarten, I went to a private school, and I remember them teaching me how to like
use the internet,
use Google and stuff. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was crazy.
Hey, shout out to that private education.
Oh, it was just kindergarten. After that, I was in public school because we moved to Mobile.
Hey, shout out to Mobile.
Yeah, but it was cool. I love seeing that. That's why I like the old computers and shit. But them bitches are so like the fucking camera.
Oh my God.
The camcorder I found, it won't take. I have to buy like a 1 gigabyte or 2 gigabyte memory card because like the other ones are just too big, so I can't like format into the camera.
You're lying.
That's another reason I couldn't use it.
I'm like, do they even make 1 GB storage?
I have no fucking idea.
I don't think they do.
Literally, I'd have to like buy that shit on eBay or something.
Yeah, no, literally, because I'm like 1 GB. I'm like, bro, we're trying to get 560 gigabytes. I'm like, at least.
I'm literally at 2 terabytes on my phone camera.
No, literally, no.
That's
you have a problem.
crazy. No, I do, and we have so many printed pictures too.
Damn.
Like it's not just my phone. Like I be printing all them bitches out.
Damn, I need to print my photos actually.
It's nice.
Yeah, because
very
like I need a spot to like you know.
Yeah, I feel like having digital photos is cool in the sense that you don't lose them, but I think printed pictures feel nice, like flipping through them, or like when you go to someone's house and their like home is full of pictures. Like it's so nice. You're just like zoning. Yeah, I hate minimalistic ass fucking houses.
Yeah, Amy with no photos up. But to be fair,
no, your house is cute.
To be fair, I really haven't done much to my house. Once I got the big stuff, I was like, all right, I'm gonna slowly add things. It's been 2 years. Nothing has been added.
Do it. I'm going to go one day and help you.
I want to repaint my walls.
Okay.
I want to do it like a kind of salmon-y, like terracotta kind of color. Like, yeah, I really love color. I mean, even though my house right now it's white and it doesn't have too much.
No, but like your furniture's colored and like your room is colored too.
Yeah. I only did dark green because I hate the light. So I would have done black, but black is just not me.
Black?
Yeah, I hate light in my room. Like when I'm sleeping, I just want it to be pitch black.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's the only reason. That'll be the only room ever in my life to have dark colors will be my room because I like it pitch black. Like I don't even want to see a crack of fucking light.
But what about like throughout the day?
I can like open the window a little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not like I feel like my room to me, how I envision my room, I don't have a TV in my room that's intentional. Like I feel like my room is just like my little oasis. Like I go in there, I sleep, I get ready, and then I get out. Like I don't really be not really like and I guess not oasis because I don't really be chilling in there. It's just like to get ready and sleep. Like I don't
like your vanity room almost.
Yeah, it's like my vanity room. Like I'm in there because I need to change, I need to get ready, or I need to catch some sleep.
Wow, yeah. I've never heard of someone talk about the room like that.
No. Like I'll go to the living room and watch TV or lay down. You know, I won't go to my room and like lay down. I don't do that. And I have a small space, but I don't like to do that.
Dude, honestly, when I saw your room, it did look cozy. Like I wanted like if you blast the AC and then like
it'll definitely be cozy.
Yeah, but the dark colors do help that. That's so funny. I fucking love my room. Like
really, you're always in there.
I'm always in my room. If I could always be in my room, I would always be in my room.
Really? Yeah.
And I love
a huge room though.
But even when I was younger, like as a little girl, I feel like I always had so much fun in my room because I liked not being watched. I was recently thinking about this that, you know, those like really cringy girls in movies where it's like, come on, let's just dance in the rain.
Oh yeah.
Like shit like that. They're like, that is so cringy. But I cannot imagine being in more complete bliss than literally dancing and not giving a single fuck what anybody is saying about me.
Yeah.
And I always felt like that in my room because I always wanted to be a star. I felt like
a star.
Yeah, but like the best place I could express myself without feeling like somebody was watching me was in my room.
Yeah.
So I just always felt like joy. Like I would like blast music and sing really loud, but I was like, nobody can hear me because I'm in my room. I was just like that. My parents would be fuming. I'd always blast the radio and shit, and I would just sing and dance in there. So I think I just grew to really love being in my space.
Yeah. No, I can appreciate that. I feel like maybe because now I have my own house, it's different because I feel like when I was growing up, I would be in my room, but for those same reasons, like, oh my God, no one's saying that on my phone, or you know.
Oh yeah. But that's true.
Now I feel like maybe now I like to be more in communal spaces. Like I just don't want. I feel like it's hard for me to be alone.
Just in your room when you're like, okay, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, like even when I'm in a room alone, I'm like, yeah. Lately, guys, we've been going live on TikTok, so make sure you follow the Besties on TikTok. We be going live on there.
I finally got to 1,000 followers, so I can go on. I can use a camera.
Actually, follow my TikTok because I don't have 1,000 followers on there. All things ISIS, 3 L's. Remember, I ain't taking no loss. And my last video I posted was like 3 months ago. Don't worry about the semantics. Just fucking follow.
And we're gonna start making more videos because I feel like I've been getting a lot of good ideas.
Yeah. No, you've had amazing ideas.
Thank you.
So we're absolutely going to be doing more. We should do more content on our pages.
Yeah.
And uplift it through the Besties page.
True.
So more.
Well, we should use our platform
us
to our benefit.
We should upload videos on TikTok.
Oh my God. The Besties are like, yeah, you stupid bitches.
You're like, yeah, bitches. That's what we follow you like for. Like, oh, actually, you got me there. Yeah. No, dude. Life's been crazy.
No,
That's what's
dude.
so crazy.
Speaking of TikTok, okay, do you know who Brooke Schofield is?
No, who the fuck is
Brooke?
that?
Where the fuck is it?
Schofield?
Schofield. Okay, do you know Tana?
Oh yeah,
You know her.
Mongu.
Yeah. Or she has a podcast called
Yes,
Cancelled.
Cancelled. Yes.
Okay, so guys, this shit is crazy. Like crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, so there's a singer. His name's Clinton Kane.
Okay. He's famous.
Yeah, apparently he's famous.
Okay.
I had never heard of him prior to this.
Okay.
Obviously, I had heard of Brooke. I just didn't know her last name. Brooke dated Clinton Kane 2 years ago. And he had recently posted a video. I guess like throughout the 2 years though, Brooke would be talking about like how traumatic this relationship was, how horrible it went, but she had never said what had happened.
Right.
Tana obviously knew because that's her best friend. And he posted, oh, when you've been over the relationship for 2 years and she won't stop yapping. So she was like, bet bitch. Like, you think I've been yapping? Like, let me fucking drop all the tea. This is what happened. I'm going to give you guys a like super quick breakdown because this is a 13-part TikTok like story. Saga. Yes, it was amazing and it was beautiful and I loved it.
Riveting.
So Brooke dated this man. He was Australian. He's a singer and she was a fan. She said that that's why she started dating him because she was one of his fans and he like was like messaging her constantly and like swiping up on her stories. But one day she invited her to a show and she was like, perfect. It's not so personal. I'll go to the show. So then after the show, they just started hanging out constantly and he ends up they go on a date and it's very amazing and it's extravagant and she like starts to kind of fall for him. Yeah. Not head over heels necessarily, but definitely fall for him. And he tells her the story about how his mom, his brother, and his dad had just passed away the year prior, like all within the same year. So she felt very like empathetic towards him. God. And so they go on this amazing date, and then they separate, and he calls her, and he's like, hey, I have COVID. This is like during COVID time, I guess. Do you want to quarantine together? So then they start quarantining together and essentially like they're spending like all this time together. And she says like, mind you, like I was not in the right headspace to like, she's like, had I been medicated, I don't think I would have been with this person. So he turns out to be like this like crazy, maniacal, manipulative human being. And he just like, I guess like every time she like won't pick, like if she's on her phone for like a second, that he starts to flip out and be like, oh my gosh, like I need the attention on me because like of everything that just happened to me, like you're so selfish, blah, blah, blah. So he literally, and he's like going in and out of an Australian accent. But like, mind you, he wrote like he talks in an Australian accent. He talks about living in Australia and like all these things. And so she obviously believes him. All like, do you know that guy Zach Sang or something like that? He does interviews too. Yeah, he was one of like his best friends. Like they were all really good friends. So he was like telling multiple people like this story of like my family died, and he like wrote music about it. And this whole time he's like manipulating her, isolating her, being like insane with her. And the reason they broke up was because she confronted him about cheating and he couldn't believe that she had even like believed that he could do that to her. So he broke up with her and she like went nuts. I guess that was like the premise of the story, that why she couldn't move on for so long. Like she didn't handle it well, I guess. But right now she's talking about how literally he lied about his mom and his brother dying. I guess his dad was dead, but like he lied about them dying. He's not Australian, and he was like cheating on her like the entire time. And like he's over here and he is the weirdest. I'm going to show you who she is, and then I'm going to show you who this man is.
Stop.
So you can like truly just appreciate. This is her, right? She's stunning, beautiful, fucking gorgeous. This is him. And then he does like a weird shake, like when he listens to music. Where is it?
What? She dated that guy?
Yes.
He looks like a fucking slob.
Like he like sometimes talks in a British accent.
He don't even look Australian.
Fix that. I have to go back to Australia. Yeah, you don't sound
Like, he's literally talking.
He's ugly as shit.
And I'm like, literally, and so
What the fuck?
who talked about it? Someone talked about it. I don't know if it was Tana or
Bring
Brooke.
back background checks.
No, it was crazy. Like, I'm gonna send you the 13 like story of it, but literally when I was watching it, I was like, I can't fucking believe men like this literally exist.
Literally, and he has a fan base.
And he has a fan base, and like people use his songs like as wedding songs. And so I don't know. I think it was Tana who said like that it really hurt her because thinking about the people who listened to the music about his mom dying and them taking that as comfort, only to realize that this person was like kind of like in a way mocking and stealing grief.
That's horrible.
It was crazy, y'all. If y'all have seen that, please go look because it is the most juiciest tale told on TikTok right now.
And has he responded?
No, he's so weird, Isis. He's such a weird man. He just posted a video with his like ex-girlfriend, and like more girls are starting to come out and be like, no, yeah, he lied to me too. Or like, I guess someone commented
Where's he from?
I can't remember where he's from, but he's like his mom's like Filipino.
Okay, I was gonna say he looks Asian. He does not look
He had said that his mom was like Dutch and shit. And then now actually they did come out with a statement and he said that it wasn't his mom who died. It was a mother-like figure to him who had died. And I was like, what? Like, literally, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm like, couldn't he take a fucking page from Taylor Swift's shit and say she was inspired by her best friend getting dumped or some shit like that?
Some bullshit like that. But literally, dude, that shit is crazy. And that's what's going on in the TikTok drama right now, y'all.
What the fuck is going on with the world, guys?
Literally.
Why I think, how do people like try to fake a whole person on the internet?
Like the fucking, the Anna girl, the one who was like scamming everybody.
And all those dumbass rich people who really ate it up. I'm like, rich people are dumber than you think. Because how does she scam a hotel out of hundreds of thousands and rich ass people hundreds of thousands?
Planes,
like millions
boats,
of dollars.
Like a whole fucking life. Like you're literally in the lead. Don't you think you would know some random bitch?
The life of white privilege is insane.
And she just like, and she like came out and like is thriving still.
Thriving. People are probably offering now to fly her.
Yeah.
Because of shout out to Netflix for once again platforming these dumbass fucking people.
Yeah. Did you watch Baby Reindeer? Speaking of Netflix.
Oh no, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my God. Dude, it's just these stories are insane to me because they're real and they're true. That I'm like, what the fuck? I sometimes.
What the fuck is going on with the world?
I feel like sometimes I'm just the most normal person on the planet.
You are. Like, by far. Like, there's crazy and you don't even hit that map.
I generally, and I used to think, I think back to people who made me feel crazy and I'm like, what the literal
You're
fuck?
crazy.
You're fucking insane and I'm the most normal person here.
You are literally the most normal person.
Yeah,
here.
I feel like I'm pretty normal.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think you're normal too, though.
Yeah, well, I might be on the scale.
Crazy spectrum I'm on
it. I'm an Aries double Leo. It's only fire.
I'm too embarrassed to be crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what do you mean by crazy? Because I am embarrassed. I mean, I'm embarrassed to post some pictures because I'm cringe. So
no, I'm not. I don't cringe on myself too much. But like when I act crazy, I like really get secondhand embarrassment. Like even if I'm like jealous crazy or like friend crazy, yeah, like I get that really strongly.
I don't get that.
So I try to be as reasonable as I can be.
I have too much rage. My rage fucking trumps my embarrassment of being crazy.
Yeah, it's what I noticed about people who speak their mind. They don't have as much fear. Yeah, it's more anger.
No, it's just the rage is much greater than the fucking embarrassment. Like when I get fucking pissed, I don't give a fuck. You can ask all my homegirls that have seen me get mad. Like I don't care if I'm on motherfucking stage. If I'm pissed, I'm fucking pissed. I don't care who's next to me. I'm making a fucking face like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, no, I don't do that. If I'm pissed, I'm like, well, it's nobody's fault that I'm pissed. I'm just gonna fucking calm down.
Oh, me? Who the fuck made me mad?
But I think I used to be someone who was, I don't like who I used to be, not in a whole, but a lot of traits that I had, like I was berrinchuda and I was like a crybaby, and like even as a child I was fucking insufferable. But I think to all those traits where I'm like, I don't want to be that anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to be more chill.
That's fair. Yeah.
So sometimes like when I hang out with my family and like I noticed for a while that I always came with a warning label, and I didn't like that because I didn't think it was representative of me. Like even my sister-in-law, when she first started dating my brother, like people who knew me were like, oh, well, be careful with Toño's sister because, you know, she's kind of a bitch and she's kind of this. And I was always like, I don't think that's me. I think I'm just a bitch to you. And now like me, my sister-in-law is literally like my sister. Like we're best fucking friends. So I'm like, if like we started off not rough, but definitely a little bit more like, hey, because cautious. People had warned her about me. And I'm like, I don't like that. And I don't like when people make me feel like that's still representative of who I am.
So at some point it was who you were, and now you feel like that no longer.
At a sense, but I do always feel like it was not with everyone, but some people maybe exaggerated it. Yeah. Because I don't think I was a bitch. I think I just always like, I was back then more open-minded, more outspoken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, just correct them. Tell those motherfuckers I'm not like that anymore.
Yeah. I'm Isis has been helping me, y'all. We're literally that video where it's like
it's just like tell her.
It's like, yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah. What are you gonna tell him?
What she said.
Wait, all right, TikTok idea. Write that down. We need to recreate that.
Pin this.
I'm trying to get Stephanie's balls to grow 3 times, like the Grinch.
I know.
Well, he had another thing
going. My ovaries are pulsing. They're like
pulsating
the
right now. Yeah. Not to be confused with ovulation.
No. This is more like a horny kind of.
This is like the feminine rage in you.
Yes.
We're igniting it.
Feminine rage.
Yes. I'm telling you. Tell those motherfuckers no. Sometimes you know what? I also realized in life, 1, because I have been the bad guy, truthfully. But 2, I've also been the good guy. But 3, sometimes you got to be the bad guy in someone else's story. Like, who cares? You know, like you said, at some point you were the bad person, the bad guy. And you know what? You're like, you know what? I'm no longer that person. If you want to continue on that narrative of me being that person, I'll continue to reflect that to you. But moving forward, make sure you don't try to, like, you know, distinguish me by characteristics that no longer serve me or no longer represent me, you know? You could feel that way, but you shouldn't be allowing other people to plant this. Allow people to have their own, perception of you.
Perception, yeah, that's true. You know what's really weird that happened to me this week too? I would say this is a rose.
Okay.
I really would. Me and my sister-in-law, we were just talking kind of about that, about how like having boundaries with people, but still being open, like not, I guess, spiritually and emotionally, like having your guard up without necessarily closing yourself off to the good things, like not being so guarded that you won't even allow the good things in. And I was telling her, like, I keep seeing angel numbers, and I sometimes when I see angel numbers, I almost trick myself into being like, you're just seeing them because you were thinking about them. But then I'm like, or am I thinking about them now because I saw it? Right. So I'd be all skeptical, and this
just believe in it, God.
Yeah, and this week I think that's why I had a good week, because this week I was just like, every good thing that happens, like I'm just gonna take it in. And I kept saying 222, like consistently. And so, and then I even think you brought it up one time when we were together. And I think that's how the conversation started. I was telling my sister-in-law about you. It was after the shoot. And she was like, oh, you know, Isis, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, she kept telling me about 222. And then I saw it again. And then she's like, dude, I've been saying 2222 too.
Oh my God.
We just start having this whole conversation of like spirituality and guidance and all these things for like an hour and a half. And then she's like, well, we should look up what 222 is. And even like when we were having the conversation, we were saying like how beautiful it is that the reason it's nice to believe is because there are signs that are only to you. Nobody sees them. No one's gonna know. Literally only you. They're little gems from the universe. Right. And it's so nice that it's like your thing with the universe. So we look up the meaning of 222, and it is literally that. And the entire conversation we just had, and we were just mind blown. Our skin literally got the chills because we felt like it was the universe giving it to both of us together. And I always feel like
and both of you together.
Exactly. And then I get into my my boyfriend's car, and look at his fucking mileage, girl. Where is it?
She has to look through 1,000 photos, guys. Relax.
Yeah, sorry, I literally do. I went to the gym. Where the fuck is it?
Oh my God.
And he literally was like, look at my mileage. And I was like, what the actual
That's insane.
fuck?
And you were telling him about that?
Yeah, I was telling him about, literally in that drive, I was telling him about that story because it had happened the night prior. And so I just felt so taken aback. And I was like, oh my gosh, like literally the universe will give you these little joyful moments if you just open yourself up to it.
Yeah. And you know what I've heard that I try to put into practice? Because I'm a big believer in angel numbers. Like my niece and I, shout out to Bella. We be sending each other, like, she'll see 3 she sends it to me and I'll just heart it, you know? Or I'll be like, Bella, I saw this number, and she'll send me what it means. So what I've heard on TikTok University, when that number comes to you, whatever you were thinking, stop and be like, what was I just thinking? And what is the symbol? So it could be like, maybe it's connected to that. Like, I know, like, I've had moments where I'm like, man, I'm just really thinking. Then I'll see 111, and 111 is like a new path, a new thing is coming into your life. And 222, it's like finding harmony and balance, and it's like someone's telling you that they're in line with you. So it's just like, what are you thinking? And like, if you see those numbers, just be like, okay, what was I thinking? What was that? Like, what was my thought? Was I concerned? Was I overthinking? Was I that? Or did I just, and what does that align with? That's what I've learned to do. Yeah. Because I'll be like, fuck. And I'll have something and I'll keep on seeing the same numbers. And it'll typically be when I'm thinking the same thing.
Ooh, okay.
So try to like, be more mindful now.
Yeah, it was really nice. Like, I feel like I've been very calm. But also anxious. So it's weird because like my anxiety, I feel like my anxiety is just in me regardless of the state I'm in. But it's been nice to kind of be like, okay, but it's okay because like look at these little things that are happening. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened to me this week.
So maybe that's crazy. What it is. It's, you know, despite your anxiety, you know, a lot of things are flourishing for you. And don't let these little things stop you from, you know, admiring or taking in all the positive things that are coming your way.
It's nice. My little brother is the one who kind of really helped me with that because he obviously he lost my dad too, and he was just like, oh, you know, like we're going on 2 years, and he's like, I love thinking back to where I was 2 years ago and thinking to where I'm at now. He's like, look at how much I've grown and how much I've accomplished. And to me, I don't feel like I mean, I kind of do because I'm like, me runs a marathon. I'm like, I don't feel like I accomplished shit.
No, you've done a lot.
Yeah, but I feel like more so I just have accomplished like my state of mind of like where I'm at now as opposed to where I was 2 years ago. So I've been really working on it, y'all, on staying positive and just being open to things. So it's been going good. Me, week 1. I'm like, it's been going good.
So that could be a bud. It's soon to be a rose, you know, it's a trajectory. So that's absolutely a great thing, you know. And I think too, think about it, doesn't your mental actually affect everything in your life? Like, you know, even you going to the gym, you're eating healthy. If you weren't in a good place mentally, you couldn't even do those things. So I think, you know, mental health is not by any means a small factor.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And it's not easy, y'all. And low-key, I've been going back to the gym, taking it more seriously. And I just want to say that if you're thinking about going to the gym or literally barely going back to the gym, trust me, I know it's fucking hard because I've been going and I'm like, this is why people quit because it's literally so fucking hard. But you got this and I believe in you, all right? Get your body moving. If you're listening to this on your way to work, get up on your lunch hour, take a walk, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes if you must. Damn. But get that body moving, y'all, because movement is life.
You know what? Let me go get up right now.
Yes. Even after, what day was it? I can't remember. On Friday, we got home at 12:30 and I still had to do my second workout and I did my 45-minute walk. And I didn't finish till like 1:40.
Oh my God, you're
no excuses, y'all. No motherfucking excuses.
Damn. Except you live in the hood. Maybe you shouldn't be doing no 140 walks. So I'm like, let's safety first. If you got a backyard.
I got a man. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. I'm like, go around in your block, you know, or like in your house within.
You ain't got no street lights, baby girl. Like, stay in.
I'm like, the way they're cutting funding, you might not have a street light.
I'm all running through the warehouses.
Oh my God. You should definitely have a street light, bitch.
Nah, for real. Actually, we put one. Literally, like my parents put one because the city won't put one on our street.
You're lying.
Yeah, fuck Bloomington.
Fuck Bloomington for real. Damn.
Fuck yeah. But
speaking of fuck people, what do you think about them saying Angelica Aguilar is a homewrecker and wrecked the relationship of Christian Nodal and Casu?
Okay, let me give y'all some background story about. Have you ever heard of Karla Panini?
Karla Panini?
Yeah. This
is it a song?
No, it's a person.
I feel like her name sounds so familiar.
Okay, so you know how Mexico holds grudges like forever? I don't know if you knew that about Mexicans. Like Mexico it's as a country.
You guys are just grudge holders?
They're grudge holders, yeah. So they'll ruin they'll just decide someone's not okay with them anymore, and then like that's it. Like,
I think I know who you're talking about.
So there's 3 people specifically right now that I know are on the list for a fact. One of them is Tiziano Ferro. I don't know if you know who that is. He is an Italian singer who was thriving in Mexico, but he said that all Mexicans son unas peludas y están bien feas menos Salma Hayek. So Mexico was like, you're done. Hate you. Bye. Second is Yaritza. I don't know if you knew when the whole shebang was going down. Yaritza is the girl who sings Perdón si no te su-" She like went viral, started making music, whatever.
Is she the one that kind of looks like a I'm like, what? I don't want to be offensive. Like they're
Yes.
Okay.
And so she said that she liked food better in Washington than she did in Mexico. That whatever. So then they canceled her. Yeah. Karla Panini is the most hated woman in Mexico because there used to be a show in Mexico called Las Lavanderas. It was hilarious. It was the most fucking hilarious show ever. It was like one of those kind of like offensive shows.
Okay, like those Familia Peluche, La Loca, La Hora Loca.
More vulgar than that. Oh. So, but they were comedians. They were really, really funny, and they were best friends. So, there was 2 of them. One of them had a husband, and she ended up getting cancer. And Karla Panini fucked her man while she was dying of cancer. Literally was gaslighting her and being like, no, he would not do that, blah, blah, blah. She dies, and she marries the husband. So people fucking hate, like, the most hated woman in Mexico is Karla Panini.
Oh my God.
And I hate that bitch too. Fuck you. But that's besides the point. So right now, people are starting to call Angela Aguilar the new Karla Panini, which I think is not valid.
Okay.
Because here's what happened. I do think that Angela Aguilar is wrong. I think she's a bitch. I think that's not a nice thing to do because Casu was her friend. But I think Karla Panini is on a whole nother level of disgusting human beings that I don't think Angela's on that level. Not to say that what Angela's doing is not wrong.
So for those that don't know, what happened?
So Casu and Angela Aguilar were buddies. They were BFFs. And Angela Aguilar had made a song with Cristiano Dal a long time ago. This was when she was a minor. And so Cristiano Dal, y'all know who he is, man. Belinda, then Casu, whatever. But he has a baby with Casu. And the timeline of their relationship versus Casu's relationship, they intertwine. So, allegedly, Angela Aguilar and Cristiano Dal have been fucking around before him and Casu even announced that they were separating. Because they announced they were separating, and not even a month after Angela Aguilar and Cristiano Dal announced their relationship. And that's the drama with Cristiano Dal.
Bro, and it's crazy because I saw a video where when they asked her, like, oh my God, did you see the news that Cristiano Dal is having a baby? She's like, yeah, I texted them, like, oh my God, I can't wait to be an aunt. An aunt. I'm like, isn't that trifling? And
she was one of those bitches that was like commenting on the relationship pics and like, super happy for her bestie and shit. And the whole time, because they said like that before they tried the relationship, but it just wasn't the right time. And that right now is the right time. The bitch is 20 years old. And she put out a video and she's like, remember what it's like to be 20 years old. Remember that love is a good thing and love is a beautiful thing. Remember your first love. And I'm like, remember not to fuck your best friend's man. How about that one first, who just had a baby, who's not even postpartum yet.
Literally. I'm like, did you remember that she just popped the baby back in October?
Did you remember he tattooed Belinda's face on himself twice? Like, for what? Like, that shit literally happened less than 2 years ago. He literally got engaged to Belinda, didn't work out. Married Casu, didn't work out. Is now with Angela Aguilar.
He married Casu?
Yeah. Is that not like a major red flag? Like, come on, Angela. Come on, sister. But here's my theory. I think they want to create a supersonic team. Because Angela Aguilar, her dad is Pepe Aguilar, which is a Mexican icon. Her grandfather is Antonio Aguilar, which is another Mexican icon. Like of música regional.
Yeah.
So how convenient that she's starting to date now one of the biggest stars in música regional mexicana.
It's giving a plot.
Yeah, that seems like they've been plotting that shit for a long time. Yeah. And why is Pepe Aguilar not saying shit?
Yeah, I did see that he did make like a video, right, where he was saying like, oh, you know, what did he say?
I didn't watch it. I didn't know that.
I watched the headline. I don't know if maybe.
Okay. He probably did, but that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously nothing. But it's like, you know what? Angela Aguilar is like not. Doesn't seem like someone who's like she seems annoying a little bit.
Yeah.
Como que cae mal.
She honestly to God, look, I'm not Mexican, but I was really offended that she was saying that like, oh, I made an album covering Selena songs because she's an older woman and I wanted the younger generation to connect with Selena through my voice because, you know, she's like outdated and old and, you know, they just have to connect with the times.
What?
Yeah, she says she wanted to be the next Selena. And there's actually many pictures of her in concerts with like Selena style outfits. And if you notice, she'll be wearing her high rise and her like bralettes or corsets.
And
like
she
Selena
uses
type.
like hip enhancer pants.
Which I'm like, okay, that's the least of her, you know, things. But I'm just like, I'm sorry, anything for Selena, she's not outdated. She's similar to Aaliyah. Like, she is someone whose life at this point has extended past her lifetime. And people still connect with Selena. And that doesn't require a cover. If you wanted to say, I'm so inspired by Selena,
let me cover
then
her.
I would like to embody a spirit similar to her.
Yeah.
That would have been a better way to say it. But she literally said, oh, esa señora ya estaba grande. Selena died at 23 years old. She never got to be a grown woman. Like, that's blasphemous to even
she's
say
a bitch.
that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, cae mal. Cuando habla, like, cae mal, parece like a little spoiled bitch.
She probably was. She is.
She is, but it's just weird to me. Because, like, don't you got a PR team? Don't you got media training?
No.
Like, where the fuck are these rich people's... Like, nobody wants to work for rich people no more, train them?
No, I guess people are on the internet and they're free.
I'll do it. I know Pepe Aguilar's all in Japan and shit, and everyone's just fucking grilling his daughter.
Bro, he's probably like, you know what? This is the life she wanted. Like if you get it, you stepped in the middle of one of the most high profile, you know, Mexican artists, Latino artists. And now, like, you're making all these comments and you're purposely being intentional with, like, showing off your relationship. Like, when she was like, Cristian, sos mi novio.
I love that shit, though. I always be saying that to my boyfriend. I'm like, porque eres mi novio, Cristian. That shit is too funny.
I'm like, that's giving kid. It's definitely giving she just turned 20.
That's your first boyfriend, I could tell. But and then he's like 5 years older than her too. So if they used to like have a thing, that means she was like 16. He was over here like fucking 21.
When they're saying they were fucking
because they had a song together.
Oh,
and they said like, oh, you know, our relationship at the time just wasn't right, and like now it seems right. So everyone's like,
why was it not right?
What are you talking about? Like, what's going on here?
Legally, was it not right?
Exactly.
Or what? Because that's weird.
But I do hope they make a banger, because I love Cristiano. I'm sorry, y'all. And Caso says she doesn't give a fuck.
Well, what is she going to be crying out there in the media looking like a fucking clown?
Yeah, but if she said that, then
she doesn't give a fuck. Yeah. Well, I just hear a statement. She said basically, you guys are trying to involve me in things that don't involve me, and like I'm focused on my mother.
She's chilling on her, like on her own.
I'm hoping she is, because I feel like you're going through postpartum, and your baby daddy and ex-partner is now like parading this new relationship.
Ridiculous.
With some
and I feel like she knows how ridiculous they look. And she's like, I don't even need to try to make you look bad. Like you're doing it
on your own. Yeah.
That's why y'all don't have kids.
Sos mi pendejo, Cristian.
Oh my God.
I can't.
It's too. She's a good singer too. She has a good voice.
Honestly, all her Selena songs that she tried to cover, she needs to take that off her set list.
Let me hear one.
Let's hear one. Like, I'm sorry, Selena had something so specific about her voice. Like, yeah. Like people can't even do that like her. And her with her little voice, she can't do that. She don't have the range.
Where?
Just put on TikTok, put Angela Aguilar and then Selena. That sounds like someone on YouTube uploaded a cover.
That sounds like me.
I'm like, no, that sounds like me, trust. I'm like, that sounds like literally somebody went on YouTube, got a mic, and uploaded their shit with no professional training. Like, you're not even in the same key, the same range. I know,
she couldn't even pass it through AI to, like, tune it up.
Not even auto-tune could help that. So, I'm not sorry to that girl. Because you have all the money and resources.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bitch, you're getting what you fucking asked for. Like, you can't... Like, you know you're a public figure. You can't be doing dumb shit like that.
Or, you know what? They should have been low-key with their relationship. But I feel like them flaunting it is it's just being perceived exactly as it's being flaunted. And
I think famous people need to understand, like, you can do whatever you want, but you're not, like... We're going to judge you.
Yeah. Because
that's literally
you're not going to be absolved of, your actions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bitch, I fucking judge the people I fucking literally have not seen since high school.
Right.
Through Instagram. You think I'm not going to judge you who are
rich
openly
and famous? Yeah. And flaunting your relationship when you're a homewrecker.
Exactly. Like, you're still rich. I love saying that about rich people. Like, whatever. They're rich.
Right.
Like, I can talk shit and it is sad and they do feel pain, but they're still rich.
They're rich as fuck.
Yeah. Like, literally, like that saying, I'd rather cry in a Porsche.
Literally.
Sorry. If I was going through what I'm going through right now with more money, I would definitely feel a lot better.
Oh, absolutely. And a full team.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. Call my therapist. I can't even afford a therapist right now, bitches.
You're like call my therapist so I could talk to them.
Yeah.
Schedule an appointment.
Get my assistant to schedule an appointment to have my therapist call me.
Right. Expeditiously.
Yeah, because I can't get out of bed. Not doing my makeup.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Like, I'm getting my nails done and getting ready for a shoot. Hurry up, Chip Cheerio.
I just saw a TikTok of someone saying that, like, TikTok couples and, like, famous couples, like, it should be mandatory that they tell us
when they break
up and why they break up. Because if you're going to show us all the good shit, then I would like to know what happened.
Do you think so?
Yes. Respect my privacy? No.
Like, no.
Tell me.
Unprivate.
Yeah, tell me what happened. You didn't want privacy when you were all fucking in love.
Oh
no.
My God. Wait, did you feel like you had to come and say something out when you were getting divorced? Or did you?
I did.
Did you say it immediately or you had, like, some time?
I didn't say it immediately, but I did kind of hint at it. I would just, like, not talk about him anymore. But I did feel like I had to say something because I talked about my wedding so much and my marriage so much that it almost felt like you guys, and I know you guys want to know, and people put, like, I want to know what happened more in detail.
I know, I did see that comment.
But, yeah, like, people want to know, and I think it's fine because, but I'm metiche, so it doesn't bother me.
Me and my kids are metiche, but I don't know off camera.
Yeah. To me, it was just more of, like, it wasn't chaotic and it wasn't anything ugly that I didn't seem like something
you had to, like, hide.
Yeah, or that I had to share in detail because it really was not.
Yeah, you're like, there's not much to share.
Yeah, there was no cheating. There was no drama. It was just, people changed and that was it. So it was easier.
You're like, sorry, guys, it's not that entertaining.
Yeah, no, sorry. And I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful that it didn't take all that for me to have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But I did feel like I had to tell people.
Oh, my God.
I felt it in me. So I do believe that motherfuckers should tell us.
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
Because if not, then why are you talking about it? I promise y'all, if I ever break up with my current boyfriend, I will tell you guys exactly why.
And detail.
But we're not, so.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be forever.
Oh my God, I hate being that bitch right now.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. Steph is so that bitch right now.
I'm so fucking down bad, you guys.
This bitch is horrifically down bad. She's like down the toilet gutter.
No, I don't even. I'm literally at the center of the fucking earth right now.
And I feel like, because we've only really known each other more closely this year, so I never got to really know you, like, past this stage. So I'm just like, this bitch be up her man's asshole, like, for real.
And I've never been like that in my whole entire life. Like, literally,
see, when you say that to
life.
me, it's like crazy because obviously that's the only experience I met.
Yeah.
Because again, I watched you, but watching you, you can kind of like someone, but obviously you don't fully know them to that extent. So seeing you now, I'm just like, oh my God.
You know what it is too? I think I was already ready to be this in love. And
you just didn't have the person.
I didn't have the right person to let out that energy into. So now having someone that is so wonderful, it's just so easy to be like, I get why people fall fully in love. Because this is really easy. Like, this person's really great, and it takes me no effort to be completely insanely in love.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So it's not so
really
much
special.
Yeah, like I don't feel so much like I'm like whipped or anything like that, because I don't feel like I'm losing myself at all. It's just more of like I love loving this person.
Mm-hmm. You just like, and you enjoy like having them consume like your life.
Yeah,
you know,
because
like,
it's nothing negative. Like, it's like he fully supports me in anything, and it's nice because I'm not molding to him. We're just kind of molding together and being like, oh, I need help in this, so help me with this, or you know, you do want to do this with me together.
you guys are complementing, not completing each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
And maybe in your past relationship, you're like, this person has to complete me.
Yeah, I think in my past relationship, it was just more of like, I don't need you to complete me, and I just don't think I was with the person that I needed to be with, because I was never scared to fall back in love. I just didn't think I was ever going to fall this in love. Because especially so fast, you know, like it is weird. Like, oh, you know what the fuck, bitch, I literally just separated. Why the fuck am I feeling all intensely again? But I do, you know, women do check out sooner. Yeah. And it was just nice to fall in love easily without being like, well, I need to work on this, or this person needs to work on this. It's just more of like, I feel like I need to grow here, not, I guess, just changing the dialogue of, or I have to do this, or I really want to change for this person who not only wants me to grow, but is helping me grow.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. Sorry. It's giving love, Bug.
Yeah. Literally, I'm like Fergie.
Hey, what is it? How does it sound?
It's like, a girl like me don't stay single for long.
Oh, yeah. Hey, she just started the song off with that. Hey.
Yeah. That's how I felt. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But I like it. It's going good, y'all. It's going good. I promise if it goes bad, y'all will know. I will tell you guys.
You guys will be the first to know.
Yeah, you guys are going to be my therapist.
She already said it here. Everyone's owed a fucking public apology.
Yep.
I feel like celebrities, do they need to? I feel like YouTube couples, yeah, because like they probably have pages.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know, I feel like people like who their content is centered around like their relationship, not their partner. If you're like, let's say Karla and KB, right? Like I like her. I think she's really cute. She's pregnant now. Like, if they were to break up, absolutely they need to make a statement, you know? Or, like, what's her name? Catherine and Austin.
Yeah, like, tell us what the fuck happened.
You damn near fucking vlogged your child learning to shit for the first time.
Exactly.
Like, that's where you draw the boundary?
Like, oh, respect my privacy now. No, bitch, you didn't respect your privacy. Now we're all in this relationship. Right. Let me in.
Yeah, I agree. But I feel like a couple, like, you know they're in a couple, but they don't center their life around it. I'm like,
yeah. There's a few TikTok couples that if they broke up, I would be like, okay, you know, they do respect their privacy. But because some people learn to post, like some people don't necessarily post, oh, us together. It's just very relatable things that anyone can relate to.
Okay, yeah. They just so happen to be with their partner, but it's like, yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a very niche specific.
Yeah, no, I agree. If your channel has the word and two names.
Exactly.
Or like a family name, I'm sorry, we need the statement.
Exactly.
Yeah. Everybody else, you might be given a pass.
Yeah. We'll need to see the file, work through it together.
Yeah.
And we'll let you guys know if we need to put a statement.
We'll vet and review.
You know what? Start setting them all in.
Yeah.
We become the official relationship.
Advisors lawyers. And lawyers and consultants. Because consultants, you pay a higher price.
Oh, okay. Okay. La de las financieras acá.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, ya saben. 888. Oh, and Besties, we want to make an announcement. Wait, did you end up liking that name that I said?
Yes.
Okay. So we can announce that.
Yeah.
So Besties, Besties have been begging and pleading us to please get a call line because y'all need some help. So you know what? Officially, I don't know if maybe we'll start it next week or we'll start it in the coming weeks. Maybe when we have something new.
Keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out. Something new, something fresh. But we're going to have a new segment where you can call in and get some advice. And we're going to give you real advice. So the segment's going to be called, should we just wait to announce it?
It's coming up. So get your juicy tea.
Yeah, we're going to tell Salud to get a form. And we're going to be very specific. We need the who, what, when, where, how, and why. Okay, I don't want none of this, son, bitch. I need to know how long did you date him? How long did he fucking put the cuerno on you? Who it was with? How did you know her? How did you find out? What did you do after? Where are you at right now? Are you still living? I need to know all the full details so we can give you a full holistic response in terms of you know your next
We need
steps.
to have all the details so we can give you the appropriate advice for you.
Yes, or career aspirations, entrepreneurship. I mean, there's so many things that we really want to help you besties because not just say we're the experts, but y'all are calling us.
But you know what? You got to call someone, so call us because we're open. We got open ears for you.
Yeah. We might do it a variety of different ways. Maybe we'll just do a little voice memo. We'll come and give you some advice. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But stay tuned. Drop a comment down right now if you guys have names for the segment. Maybe we'll switch it up. But that's what we're thinking.
Yes, and I also want to announce that the book club has officially started. If you have not gotten the book or if you just want to join, please check it out. It is on Patreon. Some of you have been saying that you want to read a different book, so drop literally any book you want to read. I'm up for anything. A lot of people want to read rom-com. Someone said thriller. Whatever you guys want, I'm down. We can read multiple books at a time. It is no problem to me. Another announcement, we are going to be hosting a live podcast at the Toyota Arena in Ontario this upcoming Tuesday. It is with tickets, but we are giving away one free ticket. So if you guys want to come down and meet us, it is going to be so much fun. It is influencer night. The Toyota Arena is having like a 10-week event every Tuesday. So I believe this one was cowboy night, and then it's going to be influencer night. I know they're going to have a Latin night. So it's going to be really, really fun. If you guys want to come hang out with us and get to know us on a more personal level, we're going to be doing a live podcast. It's going to be so much fun, and we are going to be giving a free ticket, so keep an eye out for our story on Instagram to see the details on that.
Yeah, and we'll do extra, so bonus points. So drop down a comment right now, and this will count for every comment that you drop on our YouTube videos until then, next week. It'll be a double. We'll put 2 entries for you, but you got to comment down below what was your favorite part of today's episode, and then hashtag it Besties giveaway.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's do hashtag Besties giveaway. Drop down what was your favorite thing of this episode. Did you guys like the Bud Thorn? Did you
drop guys your Rosebud Thorn?
Drop your Rosebud Thorn. What was our segment like? ¿Qué está pasando?
¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué está pasando contigo? ¿Qué está pasando en el mundo? Algo que escuchaste que dices, no mames, qué vergas está pasando. But
literally.
And hashtag IE Besties giveaway so we can make sure that we put you in the entry. We'll announce the winner on Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, let's do it on Saturday.
Saturday. Okay, there you go, besties.
Yeah, so one bestie, come on, bestie. We'll hang out, take a pic, post up. And make sure you get tickets to see our live show. It's going to be my first live show.
It's going to be my second one. We haven't done too many, but I think it'll be really fun.
The
what?
No, because I'm feeling like... I'll tell you after. I'm thinking too much about it.
Oh, my God. But, so check it out, besties. The tickets are super cheap, so it's nothing, too pocket hurtful. But it'll be really, really fun this Tuesday, July 9th.
Yes, July 9th. Make sure you get your tickets. We'll make sure to link it or check our stories so we can post about it. But we want to see y'all there. We want to see the besties. So remember, hashtag favorite thing of today's episode, hashtag IE Besties giveaway. And make sure you follow us on our socials. But before you leave, like, share, and subscribe because the real ones do all motherfucking 3.
Hey.
And you can find me, speaking of 3, all things ISIS, 3 L's, because I ain't taking another motherfucking loss.
And you can find me at Stephs Got Milk on all platforms. Thank you, besties, so much for watching. We love you. Bye.